Hello, Sacred Souls and Curious Wanderers. We're back again today with another tarot exploration video. Now I don't have my cards with me right in this moment. It won't happen again, I promise. But our next card today is the Hierophant. And I'll try and pop a picture of it on the screen here, purely for the fact that I don't have it with me. Because we're going to talk about some signs and symbols, some themes and energies, what it means in a spread, and what the archetype is really trying to say to us. So yeah, now the Hierophant is a really interesting card. I have not pulled it a whole lot in spreads, if I'm honest, and I've been working with tarot for years now, and so as I delved deep into this note-taking for this exploration video, I came across some information that I didn't know, and so it was really interesting to have a look at. And at first I was like, I don't like this card. If you know me, if you know anything about me, I'm a Scorpio and I don't like being told what to do, and this card is very much trying to tell you, it's not trying to tell you, but it suggests conformity. I'll do things my own way, thanks. Anyway, it is a card of tradition, of spiritual wisdom, of established intuition, so things that are known, that have been established throughout time. It's often referred to as the Pope or the High Priest in other tarot decks as well, not just the Hierophant. And it does act as a bridge between humanity and the divine, so to speak. It's like a very balancing card. It's trying to bring this and bring that, to bring it into a nice neat little box with a bow on top. Now, as always, take what resonates, leave what does not. This is my interpretation, this is what I've found, this is how I connect with it, and this is how I'm exploring it with you. If this doesn't align with you, then by all means do your own research, and I encourage you, I implore you to actually do your own research and take in your own meanings of these cards. But yeah, this is how I interpret the card. So as usual, I want to jump in with some signs and some symbols. Now, there are two keys on the bottom of the card, like on the footwell of where the throne is sitting, and you've got this Pope-like authority figure sitting there, hands like this. One hand is like this, and one hand is holding a papal cross or a papal cross. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but yeah, those keys that are on the bottom are like the first thing that I notice when I look at it, and that is talking and referencing that bridge between humanity and the divine, and like creating that harmony. It's like here, this holds a key within itself, this also holds a key within itself, and this is how we can use them together to build a foundation and an understanding of systems and things that are happening in the world and in our own lives. We've also got the 3-tier crown, which upon researching I found is representative of conscious, subconscious, and then the superconscious also. So you've got your conscious mind when you are being present, when you are actively thinking about something. You've got your subconscious mind, which almost acts before it's had time to think or reason, and then you've got your superconscious, which is like your higher self, right? Which is God, which is spirit, which is source, the divine, whatever label you want to pop on it. But that's what the 3-tier crown represents, and it's huge. Like, it's huge. We've also then got that papal cross, which is like the religious status. So it is a card of religion and tradition. It is a card that suggests that you should follow and you should honor systems already established. So whether that be religion or tradition that you were born into, or that you find yourself experiencing, perhaps if you're traveling around the world and you're offered to sit around a dinner table and partake in some, I don't know, some alcoholic beverages, that you embrace that. The birds have something to say about this too. That you partake in that, and that you have respect and understanding and appreciation for that tradition and that system that you are a part of in that moment. We've then got the hand. So the hand, struggling so hard, is like this. So we've got 2 fingers pointing up to the heavens, we've got 2 fingers pointing down to the earth. So it is, again, about that balance of bringing those 2 things into harmony. The keys, it's all kind of giving us the same message, right? And then on the robes and what the figure is wearing, there is a white trim that comes around where a collar would be. It goes down the center of the chest, and it's white with the crosses on it. And then the slippers that are being worn on the feet are also white with the crosses. And then you have the people and the folk who are listening and learning down the bottom. And that's symbolic of passing that higher wisdom, that established intuition and knowledge and tradition and system down. You know, you're passing it, you're acting as a channel to pass down that knowledge and that information to those willing to receive it and to those wanting and asking for it. So it is a very balancing card. It is a very channeling card. It's like, I get, you are the vessel. You are the vessel for communication. You are the vessel for knowledge. You are the vessel for blessings. And whilst the card is about conformity, it is about also embracing those parts of yourself that just know. Like, there is a part of you that knows that you don't want to be working a 9-to-5 job forever, and you can feel it in your bones. And every time you show up for work, you can feel a little piece of your soul getting chipped away. Like, there is an innate knowing within you that is already established as well by us on a collective, but it's not acknowledged by us at a collective level. You know, humans were never meant to work a 9-to-5 job. It was a system that was created by us to bring order, you know, to get things done on a mass level. It's not our natural way of being, and we can feel that as humans within us, right? So although it is a card of conformity, it is asking you to listen to that established intuition that you have, and understand where it's coming from. Now, themes and energies, we've got, spiritual wisdom. So working with all parts of self. So you've got your subconscious self, you've got your conscious self, and then your superconscious, as we spoke about before, or your higher self, as I like to say. And that's not to say that it's quite legitimately higher than you are, but it is existing on a higher frequency than the frequency that we exist at here within this reality, this world, this time. So it is a card about understanding the spirituality behind things. Behind religion, there is a spirituality. Behind the systems that we face, there is a type of spirituality that is there. It's looking at things for the way they are. And like, I myself, I am not a Catholic folk. I'm not a Catholic person. I don't attend church every Sunday. I don't believe that God is here to save us. I do, however, believe in the story of God. I believe that he was a man here. He did do the work, and he did sacrifice himself because he believed that that sacrifice would make a change. So I'm not disrespectful towards the religion. I'm understanding, and I am respectful of that story and of that teaching and of the place that that holds. For some people, their religion, their faith in God is everything, and that is so beautiful. It just looks different to mine, you know. So it's really understanding systems and traditions for what they bring to the table, as opposed to the literal words that's behind everything. You know, I can appreciate Catholic religion, I can appreciate the story of God, I can appreciate all different religions. I just don't follow the Bible. I don't live my life that way. You know, I live it a different way, but I understand and I value and I cherish that story and the spiritual wisdom that it holds within it. Like, it truly is a gift. And as they say, a tool can be a weapon in the hands of anyone, or it can be a tool. So it's what you do with that knowledge and that information. Yeah, respect and understanding. So we sort of went into that next theme. And then it's about commitment. What are you committed to? Personally, traditionally, in systems, in the external world, what is it that you show up for? What is it that you're committed to? Where is it that your attention and intention lie? Yeah. Now, what does it mean when the Hierophant pops up in a card spread? So when it's upright, it can be encouraging you to follow a system that's already there. Perhaps you're trying to do things your own way, and your own way is it's not working. You've been trying for years, as a matter of fact, and it's just not working. So you look to the systems that are already there, and you have respect and understanding for them, and you choose to follow one. It can be encouraging you to do that. It can be asking you to lean towards order over innovation. Believe me, I know that wanting to do things differently and believing that your own way is like the best. I get it. I really do. But sometimes grounding ourselves in a place of order and established system allows our innovation and our creation to come forward more accurately and more aligned and more practically. Sometimes that part of ourself that wants to bring change and it wants to bring innovation and it wants to experience things differently gets so caught up with the ego that it becomes about proving something, or we, without even noticing, we're doing it just to prove that we can. And so if the Hierophant pops up in a spread, it does ask you, hey, maybe you should lean towards order, towards the systems that are already in place, towards tradition and routine, as opposed to, you know, innovation and creation and paving the path a different way. Like, that's gonna happen. We're all here to pave our own path and walk our own journey, and that's going to happen. But if the Hierophant shows up, I think it's asking you to trust that that is going to happen, but that in order for that to happen, you need some form of stability and grounding and foundation in an already established system. And maybe that's something that's been established worldwide by traditions or social systems or political constructs. Maybe it's one of those types of things, or maybe it's a system that you've already found. Maybe you've already found that waking up at 5 a.m, going to the gym and eating a healthy breakfast sets you up for a better day, and right now you're not doing that because you're so focused on creating a new life for yourself that you've kind of fallen out of the swing of a system that really is supporting you and giving you that foundation. And find tradition in life. Like, look around you. This card really asks you to see what traditional practices are still alive in your life, in the lives of those around you, in the systems that you're a part of, in the groups that you're a part of, and the people that you communicate with. You know, go out of your way to maybe learn about somebody else's religion, or read a verse of the Bible, or God, open yourself up to something, learn a new language. Research, if you're someone who loves to eat different types of food, research where that food is from, where did it come from, what tradition is it a part of, if any, sort of thing. The alcohol, if you drink booze, where does it come from, where does it originate, is it a part of any festive activities, you know, like look around you and find where religion and tradition are alive still, and look at what purpose they hold and what purpose they give so many people. Now, if it's reversed, or we're talking about the shadow side of the Hierophant, we're looking at the imbalance of tradition or religion. Maybe it's holding you back. Maybe it's not allowing you to be innovative. Maybe you're comfortable in your religion, in your tradition, and you're not expanding, and you're not pushing yourself outside of your zone of comfort, and you're just staying where it's warm and established, as opposed to taking the road that's not traveled yet. I'll be releasing this on the day of the new moon, the solar eclipse, or the day before. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have my calendar with me right now, but this is a really great time to work with the Hierophant energy, because we're entering a period of really embracing our courage and our charisma and our fire and our desire and our passion, and getting clear on where we're not showing up for ourselves in that way, where we want to be showing up for ourselves, what makes us feel alive, what makes us feel passionate, what do we want to spend our time doing. You know, we're entering that period of looking at that shadow and then working through it, because this next chapter is so supportive of you just absolutely embodying yourself 100% without question. So working with Hierophant energy is perfect for right now. I can't say it any other way. So yeah, I think that we've covered a lot of the prompts and things that I have here throughout this video, all those sort of questions that I asked and spitballed to sit there. I'm gonna link in the end screen here the new moon video, the solar eclipse video, so that you can sort of go from this to that, and really work with the Hierophant energy and that energy together. I think there's a super powerful opportunity there for us all. So yeah, that is the next card in the Major Arcana Tarot series. I appreciate you all so much, those of you watching these videos. I know I only have a very small amount of viewers, but I do believe that I'm reaching people with these videos. I'm reaching myself with these videos, and the research that I'm doing for these videos is helping me grow individually tenfold. So if you made it to the end, comment a little cross, or an X if you're not on an emoji keyboard, just to let me know you made it here. And thank you so much for making it here and sticking with me throughout the whole video. If you liked it, shoot us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you again so very soon.